Hello and welcome to another Daily Reflections video. I'm Dr. Anastasia Horonis, clinical psychologist, author of the book The Dopamine Brain, and I work in the field of addictions. And pretty frequently, I try to jump on here and provide you guys with a daily reflection in the context of addiction recovery. I'm currently coming to you from a hotel room in in Tasmania, in Launceston, where I am doing some work over the next few days with the Royal Flying Doctors Service out here. One of my hats and one of the roles that I have is to provide training to services on the therapy of DBT, dialectical behaviour therapy, which can be incredibly useful for people who are going through addiction recovery. But that is beside the point. Today I have another daily reflection for you, and this one is on the theme of anxiety. We haven't yet touched the theme of anxiety, but it is one that shows up quite common. If you're new here, I like to jump on and provide daily reflection videos. Yes, there's lots of daily reflection books out there that exist for the purpose of helping people reflect on a particular theme each day in the context of addiction recovery. I like to write my own, and the reason for this is I like to write them based on the themes that I'm hearing from the clients that I work with in the clinic who are going through the process of addiction recovery, but also based on the work of research that I do as well. So based on what I'm hearing, what I'm thinking about, and the information that clients who have experiences of addictions are telling me, I like to go and think about those, marinate in those thoughts, and then write some daily reflections for you guys to think about and listen to. So today's daily reflection is called Feeling Anxious About the New. This is something I hear a lot of, so I'm going to read it out and then I'm going to share some thoughts with you. Change. Even good change can feel unsettling. When we leave behind what's familiar, substances, routines, or identities attached to the substances, we lose our old reference points. The new can sometimes feel too quiet, too predictable, too boring, or simply unknown. But that anxiety doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It actually means that you're growing. Recovery asks us to step into spaces that we haven't yet learnt to trust. It takes time for that feeling of safety to catch up with the progress that you're making. The body and the mind need repetition to believe that the peace that you're experiencing won't just suddenly disappear. You don't have to rush into feelings of comfort. Just keep showing up for the life that you're building, even if your hands are shaking while you're doing it. Today, when the new starts to feel strange or uncertain, remind yourself it's okay to be nervous about the process of healing. Anxiety doesn't mean that you should stop. It just means you care and you're a bit nervous about what's coming next. So I wanted to make this video and provide this daily reflection because sometimes when people enter addiction recovery, and perhaps if it's their first time going through the process of addiction recovery, people sometimes have a bit of a feeling of, I'm going to detox, I'm going to enter recovery, and then everything is going to feel great. Recovery is going to feel awesome. And you know what? There's a dialectic in this. Yes, recovery absolutely can feel fabulous. And recovery can also feel really hard and really painful and really uncomfortable as well. And that's sometimes where that anxiety can show up. If someone has had some kind of dependency on substances or certain behaviors for a large part of their life, the idea of removing that and entering a new phase of life without the substance or the behavior can feel really scary. If that has been a coping mechanism, if that's been a way that you have gotten through life, got through the world, and suddenly you're thinking about not using that anymore, that can be a really unknown space to step into. And of course, that is going to come with anxiety and fear and nervousness, as well as excitement and hope. So I guess this video is one to partly validate any anxiety about the future and the unknown. But two, to say just because you feel that anxiety doesn't mean that you need to stop, doesn't mean that something's wrong. Your nervous system and your body will take time to recalibrate. It's not that as soon as you enter a phase of sobriety that things are going to naturally feel better. No, unfortunately, it actually takes a while for the brain and the body to kind of catch up with that experience of sobriety. And so we need to allow that process to happen. So if you are watching along, you are in the process of recovery, go you. But also, don't feel too overwhelmed by the anxiety that shows up. Don't let it derail you. Don't let it take you down a different path to what recovery is telling you to do. Just allow some of that anxiety and some of those nerves to be there as a normal, natural part of what any of us feel when we're doing something that is new or different. And essentially what you're doing by entering addiction recovery is new and different to the path that you have previously been following. So congratulations, good on you for making that change. Stick with it. I wish you all the best in your recovery. And if you would like to share some of your own thoughts and reflections on the daily reflection down below, then you are more than welcome to do so.